Hello, everyone. Welcome to another edition, another episode, another volume of this week's Don't Be Mad podcast. Yay! I mean, I've been up since like 6 a.m. Did an OT shift today, but for some reason I got like this wild boost of energy.
You're probably gonna die at the end of the day. When you have to actually go to sleep, you're gonna be like, okay, you're just gonna pass out and wake up.
Do you see the shit I deal with? Like, you're wishing death on me.
I said you're gonna pass out. I didn't say you're gonna die.
You literally said you're probably gonna die at the end of the day.
Meaning you're probably gonna relax and sleep.
Morbid. I'm Matthew, Lefty Lucky, joined here with my bro
Jason, what's up, people?
wishing death on me. He's a dickhead.
People are always angry at me for some reason. I don't know why.
Because you do dickish things sometimes.
I'm probably the nicest person in the world.
Impossible.
In the world.
My niece is way nicer than you.
Okay, if you say so.
I know so. She always gives me a hug and a kiss when she sees me, so that means she's the nicest person in the world. How you guys doing at home? Hope everything's good. It's Saturday. It's a little bit chilly. We've been getting some light flurries, but overall a beautiful day.
Yeah, a few more days till Christmas. I'm not buying anyone anything.
Oh man, I broke up with all my baes, so the only gifts I have to get are for myself and for Secret Santa of the family, and Secret Santa with the friends that I'm going to be meeting up. You know, crew love for the peeps that know what that means.
You broke up with all your baes. That's what I'm just stuck on right now.
Yeah, all of them. New year, new me, baby. That's how it goes down.
You're one of those?
Hey, in the fall, you must shed the old, so then in the spring you can rise again as anew. So this is all a part of my shedding. I have to cleanse myself, and it starts with dealing with myself by myself.
You're talking as if these girls are dirty or some shit.
Oh, no one said that. No one said that.
Cleanse yourself? Okay, Adolf.
No one said that. but to balance yourself, to realign your chakras, to become spiritually, physically, mentally centered again.
All right.
You gotta know where your problems are and adjust accordingly.
Chakra now. So we've gone from real life to Naruto all of a sudden.
You know, for my spiritual people out there, you know, Mercury's in retrograde right now. You know what I'm saying?
I have no idea what that is. I have no idea the Sky Wizard talk they're talking about and all this kind of crap.
No, you know what? Whenever you talk to someone who's like fake into astrology, they always say Mercury's in retrograde.
What the hell does that mean?
Yo, no one knows what it means. But it's the only thing they ever say. Like the people who are really into it could give you like all like where the stars are, what it means, all that shit. The ones that are just faking it are always like, Mercury's in retrograde, that's why I'm sad right now. Mercury's in retrograde, that's why I'm eating.
Sounds like a hipster.
Mercury's in retrograde, that's why I'm gonna watch Netflix all night. Just like, yeah, so is Mercury in retrograde all year long? Like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, it sounds like what a hipster would say, I'm telling you. It honestly sounds like what a hipster would say.
No, I think a hipster would be more of like, they talk about the new bar that they went to that nobody knows about. And then when you go there, like, oh, you went there? That's so out right now. Then they'll tell you about another bar that nobody knows about.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, we're just jibber-jabbering right now, you know? There's nonsensical shit going on, even though we have, like, an actual list of things to talk about.
Yeah, it's just an easy conversation.
Yeah, you know, we're just trying to get your ears ready, you know? Get you a little loose, you know? Get you relaxed, you know? Take it easy. You know, kick back, you know? Maybe got some wine, pour it. You know, maybe you're smoking a J. Take a couple puffs for me. Pass it to the left. You know what I'm saying?
Go ahead.
If you got your edibles, I hope it's kicking in right now. But
let's on your edibles.
Yo, there will be no edible hatred so long as I live. All right? All right?
All right.
I tell you right now, 9 times out of 10, if you tell me if I can smoke or take an edible, I'm taking the edible. It is the way of life.
Whatever, man. Just be healthy like me.
Yeah, okay. You just ate McDonald's talking about healthy, bro.
I'm still healthy. I'm the healthiest people in the world,
yeah,
too.
Okay. Sure. He's like, first meal of the day, McDonald's.
I'm sorry, I'm busy and I have stuff to do.
10
And
fucking-
McDonald was the
Sorry,
easiest thing
you're
I can get.
busy. I did an OT shift today. Don't talk about busy.
I don't care if you
We're
do
all
overtime.
busy people.
You chose the overtime.
We're all busy people.
When people say they have an OT, they have an overtime shit. No, I don't tell me you have OT. You chose to do that. You
Yeah.
chose to do overtime.
I
Don't complain about the
chose
overtime if you chose to
I'm
do
not
it.
complaining about it. I'm just saying you don't complain about being busy as the reason why you had to eat McDonald's today.
Well, yeah, I was busy, but it didn't explain my hunger.
You could have made a salad at home and brought it with you.
No, I couldn't do that.
No, you chose not to do that.
No, I couldn't.
The same way I chose to
I
do OT
physically
today.
and it was not able to do it because there was
Same
no
way.
there's no salad at home, so it was
There's no
impossible.
grocery stores you could have gone to.
No, not
You
what
can
was
literally
there.
go to the grocery store and get the salads that
The
are
salad
literally,
thing,
like
yeah.
pre-made for you. Just don't put the dressing in there because the dressing are fattening. Make your own dressing, and boom, you're good to go.
Couldn't do it. I was way too busy. Couldn't do it.
Chose not to.
No, didn't choose not to. Physically could not do it.
Y'all heard it here first. Excuses.
No, if I physically can't do it, I will not do it.
All right, on a more serious, less rambling note, we want to prayers and thoughts and to California right now with all their wildfires, man. It's just been going a bit crazy.
Burning.
Okay, yeah, literally burning. You know, it kind of sucks. You know, it's one of those situations where there's been so many things that have been going on as far as like political, weather-wise, all this stuff that like we always things get swept under the rug. We forget about them. You know, like you have this situation happening here. You have like all of the southern states except for Florida, as per usual, having snow right now. Like just crazy random shit happening, man. But you know, like hopefully these fires get contained. Hopefully it doesn't wipe out more than we've heard thus far.
I think it'll be fine. They have. I think from what last I saw, it's under control, so they should be fine for what it is. The problem is though with places like California, which was originally a desert, you're building houses on top of essentially where there was no houses, where houses weren't even supposed to be in the first place. So these things will naturally occur sometimes, but you know, you have to like. You have to not deal with it because I know in California, especially Hollywood and stuff, you know, they have the money where they can afford, you know, flood insurance because sometimes they do get flood, landslides, fires, just because of those reasons, because it's prone to happen in those places. So I'm pretty sure everyone there will be fine. Hopefully a lot of people didn't lose their houses.
No amount of money given to you after your home is destroyed and your memories are lost is sufficient enough, man.
Yeah, but what's more important, your life or your house?
Yeah, your life is important, but just to be like they'll be fine because they have insurance. No, like it's still gonna take a toll on you. It's still gonna.
Oh, I'm not saying it's not gonna take a toll on you, but I would rather my house burn down than
it's a
I burn down.
traumatic thing to go through, you know.
But at this day, I would rather my house burn down than myself or anyone else or any like possessions are not important. The people are important, and it's like yeah, there's certain people.
Yeah, that's why you know.
More
if you can help out where you can help out, like I suggest don't giving to the Red Cross because they have a long history of not being accountable of where their money goes. So if you can find a more direct way to give to the efforts that are happening right now in California, I say do it that way if you can, you know?
Try like a GoFundMe or something like that.
Yeah, well, even a GoFundMe, make sure it's one that's you know,
well, a legit one, nothing like, you know, that's kind of, you know,
so I mean, like you think like something like the Red Cross is legit, but
Red Cross is legit, but they take a good percentage of the profit.
Well,
to pay their
they've
employees.
admitted to having many situations where they don't know where all the money goes at the end of the day, and it's like, well,
it mainly goes to pay employees because it's such a big organization. They have to pay people to do this kind of stuff. Man. But that's kind of the nature of what it is, and it sucks. But you know, what can you do? But Cali, we are behind you. We do get a lot of listeners from California, surprisingly. I don't know where you guys are from, but we do appreciate it.
Oh, hit us up,
so,
man.
But if you guys do listen, you're from California, hit us up. Let us know what's going on.
I'll take any excuse to go to California at this point because it is winter in Montreal, so...
Yeah, California's always sun all the time. Southern California, at
I
least.
will literally
Not
sleep
Northern
on
California.
the beach just because I know I can sleep outside.
I don't think you want to sleep on any beach in LA or something like that. You probably get like a syringe or something.
Okay, I'm not just gonna lie down on the beach and sleep. Like, what the hell, bro?
I don't even think people from California go to the beach anyways either.
I don't give a fuck what they do. So long as they listen and they support.
You don't care what they do? All right. But no, shout out to California. Hopefully, I'm pretty sure your fire situation is gonna get settled. From last I saw, I could be wrong, but by the time you guys hear this,
Look, Mercury's in
everything's good.
retrograde, so I'm sending you all the
And
positive
no one knows
energy
what that means.
you can handle right now.
That no one knows what that means.
I'm bouncing it off the moon. It's gonna just do a little U-turn by the sun and then just jet right down to California, and somehow, some way, that energy is just going to push the flames back.
That's hipster talk. Don't listen to that hippie talk.
You know what? Don't listen to Jason. He has no optimism in his heart whatsoever.
Of course, because I'm a realist.
I am realistically sending them my positive energy.
Okay. All right. But yeah, be safe, California. We are with you.
Do we need 30 seconds of Trump?
You can talk about his dentures if you want. Go ahead.
How he was like doing the mad slurs, like he had like a little bit too much Bobby Brown jaw going on over there.
Nah, but I was not even talking. I was thinking Bobby Brown.
Of America.
I was gonna say he sounds like Sylvester the Cat and shit. I was like, wow, suffering succotash.
He had that Bobby Brown jaw, baby. It was up there.
No, Bobby Brown had the screw mouth. That was the funniest thing, though.
Look, Trump, man, all you gotta do, if the dentures are starting to slip a bit, man, just pause, grab that glass of water. You pretend you're taking a sip, but really you're just adjusting the dentures. Use your tongue, make sure it's really in there, lodge it in, and we're good to go, man.
That's what
Maybe the fix-it dent wasn't holding like it usually does. I mean, it happens, bro. It happens.
That's what happens when you get old, man. Dentures, all kind of shit.
Nobody's perfect, bro. It's okay. You're allowed to take a second, adjust, and get back out there. Get back out there.
Oh man, okay, that's enough Trump.
Is it enough Trump?
Yeah, it's enough. The Bobby Brown thing really caught me off guard. And I love Bobby Brown. I don't care what anyone says. Bobby Brown is one of the greatest artists of all time. He brought.
He's a good artist. I won't say greatest.
New Jack was the king of New Jack.
I love what he brought to R&B, but overall, he's all right.
The king of New Jack, like that whole thing was just Bobby Brown for that little stretch they had there, and the drugs and shit with Whitney Houston really fucked it up, but. Bobby Brown was the shit. If you want
man, maybe the drugs helped him at a certain point with the music.
Nah, because after that Ja Rule, Rick
James made a lot of great tracks while on the Booger Sugar. Okay.
Yeah, but he has no screw mouth like freaking Bobby Brown. Loving, thugging, and I know you're getting chilling with you.
The greatest kick ever recorded in the history of kicks was him getting off that helicopter
and kicking the air and
kicking the air.
Man, Bobby Brown.
That was one of the greatest kicks of all time. If you don't know what we're talking about, you gotta look up. Go on YouTube now.
Thug Lovin'. Look at Thug Lovin' with Bobby Brown and Ja Rule.
Bobby Brown and Ja Rule. It's literally like you get 5 seconds into the video.
Not even watch the whole video and watch Bobby Brown's mouth.
Bobby Brown is he's great. He's great.
Bobby Brown is just
great.
You'll laugh the whole time.
That is a moment I will say Bobby Brown was great.
No, you can't be that mean.
Yo, because a lot of people are like, yo, is this a comeback? Is Bobby Brown coming back? Like, they have people talking about Bobby Brown at that point.
Well, people were crazy if they thought that was a comeback. If they thought that was a comeback, people were crazy.
We gotta ask Ja Rule. Get Ja Rule on the
line. Bobby Brown, man, like that video, you're stupid for doing that. And Ja Rule, you're stupid for allowing him to do that because that you knew he was coming back from like a stroke or like not even a week. Not even a week. And you see this dude jaws hanging from the left, shaking his head and shit. I'm like, oh my God.
Hey, give it up. You know what? Clap it up for Bobby Brown. I'm wrong. He's great, man. He's great.
All right,
clap it up for Bobby Brown.
Let's leave poor Bobby Brown out of this now.
You been watching anything?
TV shows?
Yeah.
Not necessarily. More like the Netflix stuff. I watched a little bit more of Punisher again to like get more into the story. One of the Marvel stuff that I really like the most because it's the character and the story. But anything new on TV? No, there hasn't been anything new. Like I like people don't watch Star Trek. A lot of people don't watch Star Trek Discovery. I watched that. It's
I'm
done
gonna
for the
wait for
season.
like the first season to finish and
If
then
it,
just
it's
marathon
on
the fuck out
mid-season
of it.
break right now. It's coming back in January.
Yeah, so I'll probably
I liked it. I
'cause,
really like it.
like I just finally caught up to like the end of this season of This Is Us, which I love that show. You guys know I've been talking about it so much.
Is that the depressing show that makes people cry all the time?
I can't even say it's depressing. It's more of just like it's realistic to a complicated family having like their complications. Like
But
that's pretty much
do I
what
have
it is. And
to?
but like there's happy moments. Like it's not like every episode you're sitting there like sad as fuck. Like no, like
But
there's
do
like
I have to? Because when I hear this talk, I never seen the episode. Full disclosure,
dude, you gotta watch it.
but from what I tell from people, they're always either crying and sad or
No,
happiness, or they're feeling sorry for this person. Like when I watch a TV show, I want to be amused. I don't want to be feel. I don't want to cry.
Well, no, but
I
like
wanna
I mean, if
cry.
you want to be amused, you're gonna watch something that's
The-
like
the last
exciting,
movie-
action, whatever it is, you know. But like this is more like it's a drama, you know.
The
So,
last movie that made me cry was The Land Before Time, and I think maybe.
like, I doubt this show's gonna make you cry, because I mean, even for myself, like there's moments where it's like I'll consider them tear-jerker moments for me, but like I haven't sat there and just like bawled my eyes out watching this
Like
show.
the only thing that ever came close to actually making me cry in a movie lately was like maybe 2 years ago when the second season, no, last year when the second season of Daredevil came up, and Daredevil and Punisher was having that conversation about his daughter getting shot and stuff. That was the closest moment where I was like, oh.
A story you've probably heard 1,000 times almost made you cry.
But it's how the character portrayed it, how John
That
Bernthal
was a
portrayed
great
it.
moment, but
That was a great moment.
I
But
was nowhere near tears when that happened.
But like I said, that's the only thing that will ever get me close. I didn't cry for it, but I was like, oh man, that shit was.
I will say this
that was
though,
deep. That was deep.
Sterling K. Brown, he's like he's the main black actor on the show. He's worth watching the show for.
Yeah.
Like his acting is fucking phenomenal. And like I feel like although every character has their thing, like because even like the whole dynamic of the show is really centered around him being in this family, like as the adopted person in the family, and how like you get the flashbacks of how they grew up and like him basically coming into his adulthood never knowing who his family was.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get to his adulthood because it's like it interchanges within episodes, and just seeing like him as a parent, him as a brother, him as like, you know, a son, and everything that he's going through now as an adult compared to like how he got to this point. Like, dude, he's such a great actor, man.
Well, I will give it a chance, but just from what I've seen from people when they've told me, like, I don't like very depressing stuff to watch on TV. Where like,
Dude, it's not depressing.
I don't want to feel sad for anyone after I watch a show.
Like, I'll put it like this: for every moment where it may be sad, they do have highs. Like, it's not just a show of lows. Like, you can't do that. You can't have a show of lows. Like, there's a lot of highs, but there are lows. But
I'll give it a chance.
Me as my constant, like, yeah, you got to watch that show. But like, you came in today and like you saw I was watching Easy. It's on Netflix. I'm sure there's a few people.
I have not seen it, but from what I saw from it, looks really good. So that one I'm watching.
He kind of jumped in on season 2, episode 2 or episode 3, one of them. But yeah, no, like I highly recommend for anybody who wants to watch that show, man. Like it's good. It's worth it. It's kind of like an anthropology type of show where it's like you follow characters, but then there's like this 6 degrees of separation between all the characters. Like it's really well written. Like every character is very dynamic. They have range, and like you really get like these personalities that open up conversations on like a lot of difficult or maybe like faux pas subjects, you know? So definitely worth checking out if you haven't. Also, Mindhunter.
Mindhunter.
Yo.
I think I've heard of it.
Let me tell you about this show, bro.
Mindhunter.
Basically, it's a show where you have these FBI detectives, well, not detectives, FBI agents, who are basically like doing like a cross-country thing where they talk to serial killers before the term serial killer was created.
Okay.
It's like they're basically trying to get into the minds of like these people who, you know, like pretty much up to this point, they feel like all kills have very specific motives. Yeah. You know, like it's either a love, like a crime of passion, or a family member was abusive, things like that. But like now they're starting to like get into the minds of people who literally kill for the sake of killing. And understanding that, you know? So it's like, it's deep. Like they get into these conversations with these serial killers, and it's like they're just trying to understand them. Like, why did you do this? Like, what happened with you? Like, what? And like doing like the typical things, you know, it's like, you know, did you have mother problems and stuff like that? And like,
so It's kind of like a Silence of the Lambs kind of thing.
Yeah, it's
Something
kind of
like
like that. It's yeah, it's a bit like that, but it's so like it's deep. It's one of those shows where like you're just gonna sit there and like it's weird. You're gonna want the conversations with these like mass murderers to
Mhm.
continue because you become so interested in like who their minds are
Yeah.
and like their personalities and what shaped them to be this way. It's almost like that old thing where you have to look at a car wreck. Like it's bad. People probably got hurt, but you can't look away from it.
Yeah.
Like that's the type of feel you get when you're watching it. It's just they're having their conversation, and as far as I know, like the reenactments are based on like real life conversation that were recorded and taken down. So obviously with some dramatization because
Mhm.
it's a Netflix show, like duh.
Yeah.
But overall, majority of the things that are spoken about are what were actually talked about in those interviews that they had with them.
Nice. I'll
Yeah,
probably take a look at it.
Really, really good. And it's like, although it's technically documentary, it's not filmed as a documentary. You know,
Okay.
like it's not like Making of a Murderer.
Yeah.
You know,
I don't know. I'm still waiting for a lot of shows to start back up, like Last Kingdom. Waiting for the third season of
dude,
Daredevil.
I love it. I just wish Last Kingdom was longer.
Yeah, it's a real good show.
Like
it's a
they
really
usually
good
just
show.
give you 6 episodes. It's just like,
What?
I need more.
There's 6 long episodes, but they're very well.
Yeah, like they're an hour each, and like each hour is like it's nonstop. Like you're getting action after
You're getting
action.
good.
So, like they don't drag the story because I mean they only have 6 episodes per season, which to me it's like just give them the 12.
And I wish they didn't cancel Marco Polo because Marco Polo is really good. I don't know why they canceled,
Bro.
but the show was expensive. That I knew. The show was very expensive to do.
I've never been more disgusted about a show being stopped before its time.
Fastlane.
Oh,
Fastlane was the show that got stopped before its time.
we're not going to go there. We are not going to go there.
Even
one of my biggest hatreds of Fox Network is because of them canceling Fastlane.
the thing with Fox Network, they always have the greatest shows, but they never keep them. Firefly, Fastlane,
another one, bro.
a whole bunch of other stuff.
They
man.
canceled Family Guy.
Yeah, they canceled Family Guy at one point. They canceled
Like, never forget this. They canceled Family Guy, and I still love Family Guy for what they did when they brought them back. And they were basically like, so, like, they in the first scene, they talk about how they got canceled. Like, will we ever come back? And they just go, well, if they go through a list of all the shows
that get canceled
that came and went. They're like, well, if all these shows get canceled, maybe we'll come back. And then, like, the opening theme starts.
It's
and
funny.
I was so happy because it's literally like a good 30 to 45 seconds of them just naming shows that Fox brought in and canceled either after one season or mid-season just because like they have no commitment to anything.
Speaking of Fox, though, and this could go into a good segue, this is probably one of the reasons why now that Marvel is in talks to buy
Thank
God. 21st Century Fox, basically all their IPs and stuff.
The properties.
The properties.
So like 21st Century Fox will still be there, but it's essentially like there's going to be a coupling of like basically the productions and the publishings and things like that, so that they can essentially what Disney's doing is getting back everything they can from Marvel and then some.
Yeah. So they're gonna get back. They're most like if the deal happens, I think it's supposed to happen anytime between.
They're saying
Monday. No. The deal is supposed to
like it went in like they're
supposed to finalize the deal by either tomorrow. I mean Monday, or we're recording this on a Saturday, so Monday by the time you guys hear this, or on Tuesday, and they're gonna get back everything. The only problem though they're having with this is that if they get back Deadpool and Wolverine, whatever, all that stuff, they're thinking, are they going to keep Fox, 21st Century Fox, as its sole company because they want to keep the R rating for Deadpool and stuff like that?
Well, even if like Disney and Marvel Studios end up getting it back, I don't see them changing it from an R rating. And the biggest reason I say that is because the creators of Deadpool, Ryan Reynolds especially, like they fought tooth and nail. They shelved that story because they would not put it out without the R rating because it's like the Logan movie. You couldn't do Logan without it being R-rated.
You can't do Logan without being some kind of like
Deadpool
brutal.
is that type of character too, where it's like you can't do it properly if it's lighthearted, like if it's made for like PG-13, it's just not gonna work.
Yeah.
It like you can get away with that with like a Captain America and Avengers and all those guys because they're not literal murderers. You know, like they don't go out there looking to murder. It's like there's a reason Punisher works on Netflix. It's because this is a guy who's a murderer. He murders bad guys.
Yeah.
You know, so you need to put them in the space where it's like, this is who you are. We are going to make you who you are. And I find one thing Marvel's doing really well now is with respect to the characters and the worlds that they're being able to touch now because they have Disney money, they're expanding their universe in a way that just, it makes so much fucking sense. Like you have like the New Mutants that you were telling me about.
Yeah, New Mutants movie is coming out for Fox.
And it's like, this New Mutants movie is literally going to be a horror movie.
It's a horror movie with mutants, basically.
And then,
but there's a storyline in the New Mutants comic books that they
don't give it away.
But
don't give it away.
There's no.
If you want to know about
it's not the
you
same
can
story
read it
though.
on your own time.
But
We're not doing spoilers.
It's not spoilers, but it's based off of this. It's not even the same characters that's in it.
Yeah, no, it's different characters.
It's different characters, but
just don't give away.
There are similarities to it. That's why they went with the horror theme of it, because they're thinking, oh, a mutant thing, but like in a insane asylum. So what's real, what's not real, and that kind of stuff. Great, man. But yeah, it should be a good movie.
For those who know Legion on FX, just think of like that, but scarier, and probably more cracked out.
Yeah,
if they do it right, because like Legion on FX was just very much like it was like a psychedelic kind of mindfuck type of show where it's like it's such a thriller. And so many moments you're wondering, like, is this real or are we currently in his head? Or is he in their head? Like, it was so, like, I love Legion, man. I can't wait for season 2 of that, unless it already has come out. I don't even know. But that's another one. But before I brought up New Mutants, I was going to say...
Another movie that's coming out for TV?
No, like, sticking in on the Marvel world. Like, basically, what Marvel Studios is doing, and thankfully, like, Fox... They started doing this because, look, like I said, you have Deadpool comes out. He's a murderer. It's R-rated, but it's a comedy. Logan, they put that out. It's a Western. Then you have this New Mutants movie that's coming out, which is started by Fox. It's a horror. But you're also seeing now, like, now that they're going to be bringing that into the Marvel Studios and Marvel Comic Universe, like, what we're going to be getting is, like, this dynamic range of film. And I don't see Disney in any way, shape, or form forcing Fox to like literally just hand over everything.
No, I think what they're going to do is they're going to keep 24th Century Fox as is.
Essentially, what's going to happen? It's going to be a merging of studios where it's like now we can literally take Deadpool and bring him in and like be next to like
that's Phase
Captain
4.
America.
That'll be like in Phase 4 though.
Yeah, like that's something like way down the line. But it's knowing you can literally have now we can theoretically have Avengers versus X-Men.
Yeah, it's most likely.
This is a very big possibility.
And Hugh Jackman said he would actually come out of retirement to play Wolverine to act alongside of Iron Man, Avengers, and all that stuff. He said so. It's highly possible that could happen.
It's literally one of those things where it's like the doors that this opens out. We can essentially get the Marvel universe in
the full universe,
we deserve. And it's a shame that this didn't happen sooner because when you look at what's happening now for Infinity Wars. The X-Men were a big part of Infinity War.
Well, the thing is, Fox was stubborn.
You know, like, especially, like, Silver Surfer was, like, a big part of Infinity War.
Silver Surfer, Nova, all those people. Yeah, so Nova's in it, but Nova's like a beat cop in
I feel like they're gonna...
They're gonna make a Nova movie, though. I think they're gonna... Because we're gonna see Captain Marvel in... Most likely in Infinity Wars.
Yeah, they announced They have, what's her name? Brie Larson's playing her.
Yeah, so that's gonna be pretty good.
Perfect casting, by the way.
And you can even have her die too. Well, I'm not.
No, I don't. They're definitely not killing her.
Well, if you're bringing Rogue, you can do it now.
Who, Brie?
Yeah,
they're not killing her.
Not killing her, but you can have the reason for Rogue to have her powers. The reason why
I can tell you right now, I feel like there's 3 characters we can almost, without feeling like we're losing something, just knowing how the story goes. 3 people that prepare yourself to lose. Vision.
I don't think he's gonna die.
I think he's gonna die when they take that stone from his head.
No, because he's actively in long production for the second movie, so he's not dead. So
he can always die in 1 and come back in 2.
Well,
Hey,
that defeats the purpose. Then I don't understand.
I'm just saying
because they're coming out.
Be prepared for him to.
They're coming out a year after each other or 2 years after each other, or something like that.
He may die.
All right. So okay, Vision.
War Machine.
Nah, War Machine's gonna stay around. He broke his back. They're not gonna add insult to injury for something like for War Machine. He's gonna be back.
Don't be surprised if
he'll be
happens.
back. He'll be back. War Machine will be back.
If he blows his back out in the fucking movie, bro.
I think War Machine will be back. I'm pretty sure he'll be back.
Loki.
I think
the reason I say Loki, and like I was talking to my boy George, shout out to him, based on the way Loki was in Ragnarok, don't be surprised if Loki makes a sacrifice in Infinity Wars.
Maybe, you never know. I don't think the actor wants to be there anymore.
Of these three, two of them realistically could be resurrected because one of them's a technical alien god.
Okay.
The other one was created.
Mm-hmm.
The only War Machine's the only human.
War Machine's not gonna die.
If he dead, he dead.
War Machine's not gonna. I can tell you who's gonna die.
I'm just saying possibility.
All right, let me tell you possibility. Let me tell you who I know is gonna die. The
person who should die.
Captain America's gonna die.
He should die.
Iron Man is going to die. Iron Man is gonna die.
Ooh,
I'm probably not this one.
I don't know if Tony Stark's gonna bite the bullet.
Tony Stark's gonna die.
I don't know about that one.
This is gonna be a surprise to people, but he's gonna die, but he's gonna be resurrected. Spider-Man.
Spider-Man?
Yeah. Spider-Man's gonna die in Infinity Wars, but he's gonna be resurrected somehow.
With the stone?
Huh? Probably with one of the stones. Yeah.
I don't see Spider-Man dying.
I think I could see him. I could see Spider-Man dying.
Yo, he's spoiler. He's gonna get the iron suit, bro.
He's gonna wear it, but he's gonna die in the suit. What is the iron suit gonna do,
bro? You can't kill him after giving him the iron suit. You can't do that. Don't do that to me.
all right, but that's who I think is gonna die.
Don't disrespect me like that.
I don't think Hawkeye is gonna die. People want Hawkeye to die.
Look, if Hawkeye was gonna die, he would have died in
Age of Ultron.
Yeah.
He would have died.
That would have been the one he died because we got a glimpse of his family and like they made it way so like too sentimental for him.
Yeah.
That it's like if you're gonna kill him now while like our hearts will drop while it happens, you know?
What I hope to see though is some villains come back with the Infinity Stone. So like essentially everyone they defeated in all their movies, I just want them Thanos to just bring back Red Skull, bring back Ronan, bring back all of them.
They could come back.
Bring them all back.
Of anything, the one they should, if they decide to like dabble into that with the Reality Stone, then it would be Red Skull.
Yeah,
I feel like he
disappeared. He just disappeared.
Yeah, like technically he's always been that guy. That's like they thought they beat him, but like they would just push him back. Like even when you had Xenu take over and like all those guys take over Hydra.
Yeah,
you discover later on that like he was still behind the scenes like operating. So I don't know. I feel like if there's somebody like a real enemy to bring back, it would be Red Skull. But I feel like doing that, it would be better to bring him back knowing that you killed Captain America and then you have either Bucky
or Captain or Falcon.
Or Falcon take over as Captain, and I would say if anything, just make Bucky take over as Captain America. And then from there, it's like Red Skull comes back. So then it's like there is that deep connection of like, like we're still fighting the Nazis with Bucky, and all that shit. Like it would be like a good dynamic to bring up. And then somewhere down the line, maybe Captain's resurrected or some shit. Who knows?
Yeah. All right. That's our little movie talk, TV talk.
We went into complete tangent there.
It's good though. It's good. It's
there's just some. Oh, dude, Star Wars next week. Yeah. Holy shit. I can tell you right now, my balls are tingling. Like, I'm so excited. Oh, no pause is necessary, man. Like, if Star Wars was a being that I could have sex with, I would have sex with Star Wars. Like, there's nothing to pause there.
I like Star Wars, but not to that intensity.
He likes Star Wars. I love Star Wars.
I think it's a flawed sci-fi.
It's one of the greatest movie franchises of all time that turned.
It's a good franchise, but it's flawed in certain ways.
World dominating brand and trademark around the world. It is everything.
It's a good sci-fi thing, but there's flaws in it. There's a lot of flaws in it.
It's the best.
That's very inconsistent from movie to movie. The force is within
you, whether you acknowledge it or not.
Because of bacteria, essentially.
Metachlorian.
Bacteria. Exactly.
There's bacteria in you right now. There's bacteria that's good for you. There's bacteria that's keeping you alive. That's keeping you safe.
I'm just saying, Star Wars, it's good. I like it. It's not my favorite
Love
sci-fi.
it.
My sci-fi is Star Trek, hands down, the best thing.
Hey, Star Trek is cool.
Star Trek is.
I mean, Star Trek don't got lightsabers.
Star Trek has reality. You're right. It's what the future can be. It's the
Really?
Star Trek is the innovations of a lot of things, from
No
iPads,
diseases.
from iPads to cell phones, all that stuff. That's from sci-fi. Star Trek.
All of Earth diseases have been killed.
Possible.
That's reality.
It's possible.
But yet we're going into space and not getting sick.
That's possible too, because you're meeting different alien races.
We're going on to alien planets that we've never been to before and surviving perfectly fine.
That's not what happens in Star Trek. They've been on.
Point.
They've been on planets.
Bullshit.
They've been on planets in Star Trek where they've been sick. They've had viruses. They had to stay on the planet. It's happened, but they cured it. They have to cure it.
They cure everything.
Because that's the future. You advance. You learn. There's a progression. And that's the thing I like about Star Trek. It's a glimpse into the future. It's not necessarily what the future will be, but it's a
Look, I'll give Star
possibility
Trek
of what
this.
it is.
It's one of the greatest Western style sci-fis ever created.
I wouldn't call it Western. Not the new.
Well,
not any. Not
The
since.
newer ones have taken more of like an action style, but
Not
like
even-
originally Star Trek was
not even
shot
next-
as like a Western.
Not even Next Generation. I
I'm
would
not
say is
talking, I'm
Western.
talking about like the original.
The
Star
original,
Trek.
yeah, the original series. That's because of the time it was shot.
Yeah.
Because westerns were the big shit back then. But yeah, like Star Wars, I like it. The story is always something that I like for Star Wars, even
I'm
though
so
there's
excited.
certain flaws in it.
I'm so excited.
The only thing I didn't like about Star Wars
We're getting
was
Luke Skywalker back. It's gonna be great.
I don't know, he's old though. Mark Hamill's he'll always be the Joker to me. I wouldn't even put him as Luke Skywalker. He'll always be the Joker to me.
He's he's
He'll
phenomenal.
always be the Joker.
Everything he's done as the Joker is great, but he's Luke Skywalker.
Like Luke Skywalker was like, but I was gonna just in the stations get some power converters.
He's
Jesus
one of
Christ.
the luckiest bastards ever. Like imagine going from Star Wars being like the thing that makes you to then being one of the biggest, most iconic voices in comic book franchise history.
Yeah, he's
the Joker.
He is very multi-talented person.
Like
Mark
that's
Hamill, very
freaking
multi-talented person.
incredible to be that voice and for so long be that voice on so many different, like whether it's audio or movies or cartoons or video games, just like always being that Joker voice.
Same thing for Kevin Conroy,
just-
the Batman too.
Yeah,
same.
like that recognizable voice, you know. And like literally, you go from Luke Skywalker to the Joker.
Well, you know what they can do if they actually paid enough money for Kevin Conroy, just cut out all of Ben Affleck's vocals,
Just have a vocal
and just
track.
have Kevin Conroy do the vocals for the lines.
That's still not going to save.
It'll
those
be
movies.
it'll be probably the best thing you'll ever see.
It's still not going to save those movies.
And just get away from that. Where's how do you know that name and all that stuff with Martha and save Martha and Lacra. But yeah, that's
Oh
the
my
thing.
God.
All right, what else do we have on?
We were supposed to touch sports, but you know we're nerds, so this happens, man. All right, quick shout out to Tiger Woods. In his first round, shot at 69. Of course,
Nice,
Of course he did.
nice.
Want to know why he shot at 69? Because he was stroking 69. That's what he was doing, bro. That's why he was able to get back on that course and stroke them balls for 69 shots. Man. That's what he did. Ooh, living large. Second round, I think he finished with a 70 or something.
I don't know. He didn't finish among the leaders or anything like that.
Well, I
But
know the first two rounds he was under par, but in the third round he kind of fell apart, but not to the point where it's like,
not like last season.
yeah, not like it was a fall
Not
apart, but it
last
was
year,
like
last year's.
it was a Tiger. You just got back. We'll allow it.
No, he did well for his first comeback in a long time, which
Dude,
is
I
good.
was-
So
Look, I'll tell you right now. I only watch golf when Tiger's there, man. I have no other reason to watch golf unless Tiger's there. It's like me with women's tennis. I'm only watching when the Williams sisters are there, even though we got the other black girl that's in there now. You know, like yeah, and I'm gonna admit it. I want the black people to be there. It is what it is. It is what it is, man. Okay. I like Serena Williams. She's the best. None of y'all touching her. Period. Get over it. She won the Australian Open while pregnant. Bong. Holla at her.
yeah, Sharapova, you should.
That's GOAT status right there.
All the people like Sharapova
Your
were taking
favorite could never.
PEDs and all that kind of nonsense.
Won't she do it? Yes, she will. She could come back right now, bomb it, kill it, do it.
No, she can't. No, she can't.
Serena?
Not right now.
What?
No, she can't.
What?
No. She needs to get in shape now.
What?
She can't do it right now. Right now?
She won while pregnant.
Okay, but now,
She- let me say proud. While pregnant.
while
alright.
pregnant, but now she's like, how long has she been? It's been like months. She's not in any shape to do it.
Yo, she had a child.
While she was pregnant. Yeah, while she was
You
pregnant.
think she wasn't in the gym?
Huh?
You think she wasn't the second child?
No,
Come
but
on,
she
man.
was playing tennis.
I'm sure she's enjoying her motherhood, but I'm telling you right now, I can't wait for Serena to come back.
I'm sure she'll be fine when she comes back ready. But now that she can't just come back like
when the
like
season starts up again, she's gonna come back. She's gonna kill it.
Yeah,
She's gonna kill it. Look, even if let's say she's not in shape right now, for argument's sake, let's say she's not in shape. She's still better than 80% of the people out there.
Possibly.
Because all she needs is that arm strength. You know, she got one of the most powerful serve in women's tennis. Period.
I can't say that. Not for professional sports. I can't judge stuff like professional sports like that.
No, I'm saying in women's tennis, she's got the strongest serve. She's got this girl's phenomenal.
Yeah. I'm not doubting that, but I mean, like coming back to say like if she was coming back right now, she'd be better than 80% of the people. I can't say that because when you're dealing with when you're dealing with professional athletes,
do I know why I can say
like
that? Because she's been dominating these people for so long that they could use her disadvantage right now.
Tiger had a disadvantage.
They couldn't beat her when she was pregnant. And it wasn't like she was 1 month pregnant or something. I think she was saying she was like 2 months or 3 months pregnant.
She was in shape pregnant. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yo, the point is, they still lost. Yo, okay. Clap it up for Shorty right there, man.
That's good. Yeah, she's in shape pregnant. Yes, that's good. She won, but now she's out of shape, not pregnant. She's not winning against 80% of the people, man.
She killed him.
Like that's saying, Tiger Woods will beat 80% of people comes back. Tiger Woods hasn't been beat. Tiger Woods
back when you're ready
himself.
And just win another Grand Slam, man. Just do it. Boom, done. You know you're good for it. We're ready when you are. We know you're living your best life. You're married. You got your kid. You know what I'm saying, man? You're enjoying your life. You're chilling with Beyonce. You're just living the best life ever. But when you come back to tennis, just know I'll be watching. I'll be cheering.
All right.
I got your back all day, every day, man.
So,
won't she do it? Yes, she will.
All right. So other sports. Basketball's been pretty tame. Football.
Well, first off, we got to shout out Kyrie because, I just talked about Beyonce, and Beyonce did a great presentation presenting the Muhammad Ali Award to Colin Kaepernick during the Sports Illustrated. And you know what, man? All I got to say is keep it up. Get all the accolades. We don't got to talk about knees. We don't got to talk about anything else. Just, you know what? The work he's done is being shown and proved. People told him to put his money where his mouth is. He did it. People told him, well, we don't see you going out there. Well, he went out there. And guess what? He's getting the accolades for it. Hate if you want to hate all you want. Say what you want to say all you want. At the end of the day, he's been doing what he said he was going to do, and he's doing it well, and he's getting acknowledged for it. Yep. Shout out Kaepernick. Black fist in the air, baby. Let's do it. Won't he do it? Yes, he will. Okay.
He's doing good, man. Like I said, be yourself. Don't worry what people have to say, and you'll be just fine, Colin.
No, man. Like it was crazy how I gotta make one point about what Beyonce said in her presentation, where she mentioned how racism is so interwoven in America that when you stand up against it, people treat it as if you are attacking America, and that couldn't have been any more correct, accurate, on point to what we saw with the kneel. I know I said I wasn't going to talk about it, we're going to talk about it. Because they took a knee, and they said what they were taking a knee for, and they said they were doing it against the troops in the country. Just keep that in mind.
Well,
but he's getting his accolades. He's getting what he deserves.
Agenda, but yeah.
All right. Let's get into some serious sports talk. You want to go NBA or NFL?
I wouldn't even touch NBA because nothing really big has happened lately in NBA. So it's not, the season needs to progress a little bit more for something big to happen. NFL, the only thing I can really talk about is, the illegal hits and stuff like that. Those
AFC North games. Football.
Yeah, but that's AFC North. That's always been the case with them. It was just a little bit excessive in that game.
Yo, against Pittsburgh. I'll tell you right now, man.
And
there aren't many games I've seen in the last, let's say, 5 seasons, even from other NFC North teams, that gave me that 90s football feel.
And they'll also give you that 90s CTE.
Yeah, no, literally.
They'll give you that 90s CTE.
Shazier, thank God you're feeling your feet. You're moving your toes. Because, he went for the tackle, and literally, it looked like he just got a stinger and got knocked out. But then he literally couldn't move his legs.
When you have 300 pound plus people running into each other like Mack trucks and stuff, that stuff is going to happen. So I'm like, dude, retire.
When you add a little bit of hatred and history there,
dude, I say retire. Retire. You couldn't feel your feet after for a little while. Retire. It's not worth it. There's no amount of money in the world.
I'm not gonna tell him what to do. Off. You see that guy right there? Future Denver Bronco right there.
I don't know who he's talking about.
Baker Mayfield, future Denver Bronco.
He's talking about Johnny Manziel 2.0.
Yo. Baker Mayfield, future Denver Broncos. Elway, don't fuck that up. All right? I'm going to send you this audio. Don't fuck that up, Elway. I'll be at your house.
Yeah, speaking of football, did your Broncos win last?
Yo, we know that we tanking for Baker, baby. We know what our season is. We ain't got a quarterback.
You know the Giants or the 49ers or even the Browns are gonna.
Nah, you know what's gonna happen. The Giants are gonna do something stupid.
The Giants don't do something stupid in drafting players.
Not draft a quarterback.
They're not the Knicks. I'm sorry. As much as I want them to be the Knicks, the Giants are not the Knicks.
The Browns are gonna be like, no, we have enough quarterback. They're gonna probably try to boost up that O-line that's horrendous. So stick to what you need. Get your good O-line draft from the number 1 pick. Get you a nice farm boy from Nebraska or something, or get someone from Wisconsin. You know what I'm saying? But leave. We're most likely. I think they said the projected of us we're gonna end up in the 6th spot. So I mean that basically for us it leaves 2 guys. Because honestly, I see Lamar Jackson is going to be like the first one picked, most likely. He's going to be the first quarterback picked. I see it happening. Because Baker Mayfield, thank you for grabbing your nuts. You show people that like you might be a bit of a hothead. If there's one thing the Denver Broncos love, it's a hothead.
No, they don't.
We took Shane Ray after his controversy. We took Aqib Talib after the Patriots said they couldn't handle him anymore.
Okay? The Patriots were right.
We also, once upon a time, had my good old boy, TJ, which I don't know why we let him go this year. We should have kept him.
Because John Elway's a bad GM.
TJ Ward's my
there you go.
TJ Ward, I'm telling you right now, he did you dirty, all right? He should never let you go. He did you dirty.
This is what happens when he talks about the Denver Broncos.
Yo, I love my Broncos, okay?
My Chargers are going to win the AFC West.
Yo, your Chargers got some gimmies, bro. And that's
gimmies?
You literally got the Bills when they benched their starting quarterback.
That's not my problem.
You got the Giants when they benched Eli.
No, we faced Eli. They didn't bench Eli for San Diego game. That wasn't
last week.
That wasn't the game they benched Eli for against San Diego.
You guys played him last week, no?
No, we didn't play them last week. We played the Browns last week.
Chargers played the Browns last week?
Yeah, Chargers played the Browns last week. We didn't play the Giants last week.
Are you sure?
I'm 100% sure. We beat the Browns last week.
The Browns are garbage.
100% sure.
The garbage ass Browns.
We're gonna win that.
That's a gimme though. Come on, dude.
Stop it.
That's a fucking gimme.
Stop it. These are American football players. These are American football players.
Oh, you're gonna say those are American?
They're American football players.
Cleveland, don't even do that.
Everyone
can be fucking Browns, bro.
The Giants are American football players, and they beat your. They're only one of 2 wins on the season, and they beat your Broncos.
The Giants are just that type of team.
They're
just that type of team.
They'll beat the one team they have to, or the one you bet against.
Fucking garbage, bro.
The one you bet against.
I pretty much bet against everyone this year. I've made sloppy bets.
But
I'm that dedicated as a fan.
But yeah. Chargers.
Now all my bets are spread related, and not even like the original Vegas spread. It's the additional ones where it's like they really spread them out. I do like turnover ratios and shit like that. Like,
but football, I think Chargers gonna win AFC West. We're going to the playoffs. Gonna do some good things. You
guys are gonna make it and lose in the first round.
Nope, that's not gonna happen.
Yeah, it is.
Got that attack.
Like, you do not get excited. You might lose to Washington this week, bro.
Nope. Washington sucks. Washington, I thought Washington would have been at least second or
they
first.
They should be a lot better than
in their division. But wow, they garbage. I don't know what happened.
Shameful. Fuck that team.
But yeah, that's all. I don't really have much to say about football or basketball today. I wish I did. My Lakers are doing okay. They beat Philly.
Also, shout out Gronk for that illegal hit to the back of the head.
Gronkowski
should have got ejected from the game, but I mean, getting your 1 game suspension.
Should have got 3 game suspension for that. But whatever.
According to the rules, 1 game is what it should have been, but he should have been ejected in that game.
It is what it is.
Because I was just like, it looked like his CT kicked in, and he was just like, I'm just going in.
He thought it was on the party boat. That's what happened. He thought he was on the party boat, and he's like, dude, I'm gonna headbutt you or some shit.
No, he elbowed him in the back of the head like an idiot.
Whatever.
How do you feel about the college football playoff? Got Clemson, got Bama,
As long as Alabama,
got Georgia.
as long as Alabama's in there, that's all that's
Oklahoma.
matter. As long as Alabama's there, that's all that matters. So, roll Tide.
You know,
Roll Tide.
Huh? Bama getting in there.
What?
And look, I'm not one of those people who feels Ohio State should have been in there. I'm not one of them at all. I think UCF should be in there. Undefeated team should be in there.
In a weaker conference.
Might be a weaker conference, but you're going to tell me the strength of schedule that Alabama had justified them going in there with their loss?
They're in the stronger conference and tougher opponents, of course.
Yeah, the stronger conference already had their team with Georgia.
Georgia had some bad losses, though. Like, really bad losses. That's the reason why. Against unranked teams, too.
Didn't Georgia beat you?
I don't know. I don't remember that. No, if Georgia had beaten...
Didn't Georgia only lose to Auburn? Their only loss came to Auburn.
Did that happen early in the season?
And then they ended up beating Auburn, spanking Auburn in the SEC championship game.
I can't remember.
Then Bama just rolls it all in there. Just rolls it on in there. No Big Ten team makes it in, by the way.
Because the Big Ten sucks.
No, the Big Ten actually had, as far as their conference, it was one of the most difficult conferences as far as competition.
The reason why Alabama consistently gets there is because everyone forgets this. Everyone says, oh, the strength of schedule for Alabama. Alabama was beating the best teams in the SEC when SEC was dominating, when the last place team in SEC could beat every team in every conference in the country. So Alabama's
We're talking about this year, player.
And this year, Alabama's still Roll Tide.
This year, they're going to lose. Clemson is going to beat them.
Roll Tide.
Again.
Roll Tide. Oh.
And I'm not saying it's going to be like a massacre, but it's not going to be a tight one. Because I feel like this year, like, not to say Clemson's better, but defensively, I feel like they picked it up.
Mm-hmm.
Though my push, I like Clemson. Good for them, though. I would rather see them lose because I'm a Miami U fan, and I can say that now that their that ban is lifted off of them. They could be back in the fucking hunts.
Miami?
Yeah.
Miami was always good. I think the problem with Miami was it wasn't even the band that really hurt them. It was the coaching and the draft and the recruiting.
Well, dude,
the recruiting that hurt them.
When you know you can't go in any bowl games, that's pretty much
but it was
they call it it's program suicide.
Yeah, but no, it wasn't the death penalty. They didn't have the death penalty or anything like that. It wasn't anything that bad. But the thing
was back, baby.
The recruiting was tough.
We're throwing up the U for those at home because we don't got our video set up yet.
But it's good. The U. I think they'll be good next year. That's for sure. They'll be good next year.
Oh yeah, they're gonna be great, dude.
They're gonna be really good next year.
You know how many defensive players are gonna want to go to the U just to get that turnover chain?
The turnover chain, yeah.
Which Oregon, fall the fuck back on your turnover chain that you pulled out there. That fugazi bullshit.
Hey, dude, we have.
Don't you ever pulling out some chump change chain and put it around your neck.
The Oregon.
There's only one turnover chaining. Only one.
Well, when they say imitation is the highest form of
ultimate form of flattery.
Ultimate form of flattery. So they're Miami's.
You ain't us. I ain't even one of them, but you ain't us. I gotta speak for them right now.
All right, so.
But go Baker Mayfield, future Denver Bronco.
So
I gotta put it out in the universe, man. That's all. I gotta put it out in the universe. I want to see Baker Mayfield.
He wants
in orange and blue, baby.
He wants that one last L before.
You know why? Because Jason just doesn't want to see Baker Mayfield chuck it down 40 yards, 50 yards down the field on his Chargers, and then turn to the Chargers sideline and grab his nutsack and be like, "Yeah, suck my dick."
And then get suspended for drugs.
My dick from the back.
Get suspended for drugs for hanging out with Johnny Manziel. Because that's what's going to happen. Baker Mayfield's game is not going to translate to the NFL. I'm sorry, it won't happen.
Yo, don't worry about it, man.
It won't happen.
Don't worry about it. Future Denver Bronco right there.
All right, so let's...
And if we can't get him, we're getting Mason Rudolph. I'm putting that energy out there, man. That's all I'm doing. I'm just putting that energy out there.
Let's wrap this up.
Did anything make you mad this week?
No, nothing in particular. Probably the cold. That's what... I never liked the cold in winter. Snow, I don't mind. Snow, when it usually... Montreal's pretty weird that when it snows, it's actually a little bit warmer than normal.
That's a weather thing.
But when it gets cold and ice, that's... Ooh. Oh, because that's when a
Precipitation
lot
only
of
happens in warmer climates for snow.
that's when the lot of stress for me happens, and I start getting angry.
I can honestly say the cold didn't bother me that much. And usually I'm like the guy that's like the second it hits like -2, I'm like, yeah, don't bug me, leave me alone, fuck off. No, like I was actually pretty good with the weather so far.
Yeah, but that's the only thing that really made me mad. Nothing in particular. Gas went down, so the gas prices would have made me mad, but I saw it go down on my way here, so I was like, okay,
Let me fill her up.
let me put some gas in. I'm gonna have to be angry for this one. I'll be like, what the fuck? Why is the gas going up again? No one's using their cars, but whatever.
Everyone's using the cars.
But not to the extent that gas needs to go up for that price. But yeah, that's the only thing that made me mad was the cold, but I could deal with that to a certain point. Other than that, that's essentially it.
I'm trying to think, did anything make me mad this week? I don't think so. I mean, I've been very busy this week, so I don't think I had time to be mad.
There you go.
I mean, I stopped watching Wheel of Fortune, so that probably contributed towards why I wasn't mad this week.
Wheel of frustration.
Literally. Sitting there yelling at a TV like, you're blind, you fucks. And then when they say it, they mispronounce it. That's just the worst.
Oh, geez.
It's like, do you not know how to speak? Jesus. You can't even blame it on a lisp. You have the Bob Brown jaw like fucking Trump?
Oh,
nice dress.
Crazy. All right, everyone. Well, that was another good episode of the Don't Be Mad podcast.
We should call this Don't Be Rambling, because that's what we do a lot.
No relevant stuff. It was a slow news day, but
I feel like now that like the holiday season's coming along, like a lot of people are just plus colder weather, so less people are leaving their houses, but
nothing to make us mad about, so like they're keeping to their shit, which is good because I don't like being frustrated in the holiday season. I like to at least keep some of the jolliness in me.
I know, as I got a few Secret Santa parties coming up, which I'm always excited about. Those are always fun.
I don't like giving gifts to no one.
Oh, it's the best. You make a list of the things you want. Like you have like a price cap, and everybody just makes their list of like things that they want that is within the price range, and then Secret Santa just delivers.
I'll put $2 in my price range, and I'll wrap up a $2 coin in a little wrapper and just get that.
The price range for everyone, it's like let's say like maybe it's $50 or $40, whatever it is, but it's like you list your gifts, and obviously like their gifts, like for most part, like you'd be like gift cards or like you could say like maybe like a bottle of alcohol or something, but as long as like it's within that range, but it's easier because they'll give you a list of things they want, and then it's like the surprise is which one did we give you,
It's too much work for me.
Oh, it's fun, man. You get together, you wear like a Christmas sweater, play some Christmas music. Ring bells, jingling, jing, jingling.
When I have kids, I could get back to that Christmas spirit. I'm too old for that to enjoy it right now.
Yeah,
so if I have kids, I can deal with that.
I gotta
stuff.
figure out what to get family members.
No, I don't.
By family members, I mean like the children. I'm just gonna text my sister and be like, "What do those girls need?" And then go from there. Are they reading? They need books. I can get them books.
That's a good idea.
I got this hookup on Amazon. I could get some books.
All right, man. So that's another week. Thank you again, everyone, for listening. We really do appreciate all the views you've been giving us this half year we started, essentially, since we started. This is episode, I want to say episode 17. Yeah. 17 episodes.
Are we that far along?
Yes, 17 episodes in.
I feel like last week was 13.
Huh? No.
I don't keep counting this shit at all.
Yeah, you have to keep
I just show up on a Saturday and work.
Keep counting. Yeah, but 17 episodes, don't worry, it's plenty more.
We count as if we have seasons,
This is it is in seasons on the website, though.
Fuck the website.
It is, yes, it is on seasons.
Are we going to have like a nice 3 weeks off? Like, are we going to have a winter break?
Maybe, for holidays.
Like a nice 2 weeks off for the holidays and come back in January. It's like it's a season, like section 2 of season 1.
We're going to see if someone's head gets bashed in with a bat or some shit.
Mid-season breaks.
We should just do like a finale like The Walking Dead and just leave it on a cliffhanger and just come back.
I'm about 4 episodes behind on Walking Dead.
I have not seen one episode. I only saw the first episode of The Walking Dead, but that was about it.
Like this season, I watched it for...
People say it's not as good.
Yeah, like
it's not as good.
Even last season, I was kind of teetering off of it, but yeah, this season, like, I'm like a good at least 4 episodes behind.
Yeah. We'll see how that goes, but
I mean, I'd rather watch anime, man.
That's where it is.
Fate Apocrypha, however the fuck you say it.
Yuck, disgusting, boring.
What? No, that shit was high,
I've seen all
bro.
the Fates, Fates Stay Night, Fates Stay, all that.
Yo, Fate Stay
bullshit.
Night was the best one.
It's crap.
Dog, shut up.
I've
Fucking great.
seen better anime in my.
I'm not
pinky
saying there
finger.
weren't better anime, but that was a good anime. Man. Get the
Yuck.
fuck out of here. Don't listen to
Yuck.
Jason Hain.
I'm the anime
That's what
expert.
he did.
I'm the anime expert here. I've been watching anime since before I could remember. I used to buy the old Dragon Ball books, the original, not Dragon Ball Z, the
You
Dragon
sound
Ball
like a
books.
fucking hipster right
The
now.
Dragon Ball books.
You sound like
In
such
French.
a hipster right now.
That's not.
I've been watching it since I was an infant. I've been reading the books, so you know what? I know anime.
It's true. I do.
Good for you. Let people enjoy things. Fate Apocrypha is fucking awesome. Go watch it. If you like action-packed animes, go watch
That's
it.
the worst anime to get into. As an anime expert, I'm telling you, do not waste your time on it.
Okay.
There's better anime to watch than that.
And
much better.
glad you said that. He's an anime expert, so he's going to have his biased opinion. As a guy who casually watches anime and just likes to see great action and even every now and then get into one that's a bit deeper, more story-filled and driven, Fate Apocrypha is good for you. Like guys who are just like me, who like to watch the occasional anime here and there. It's on Netflix. Go check it out.
My Hero Academia. Just watch one
Dude,
episode.
that's a good one too.
That's one episode. It's
I watched that too, bro.
10 times better than anything that Fate Stay has, or Fate any of the Fates.
You're not going to get an argument from me about if it's better or not, but Fate is good.
Average.
To you.
To everyone.
As a casual anime fan, go watch it. You'll enjoy it. I promise you.
If you want reviews on anime,
Go watch it, enjoy it, and then tell Jason, yo, why are you hating? Because he sounds like an anime hipster right now.
There's no such thing as anime hipsters.
You may
We're
be the
called
first.
Otakus. First of all, we're called otakus.
There you go. People,
We're called otakus.
He proves it for me.
That means I know the genre. We're
Proves it.
otakus.
Yeah, he knows the genre, and he's a fucking stickler over the genre.
Otakus.
Good for you, Jason. You proved it on your own. There's nothing more I have to say. Guys, you can find me on Twitter at Lefty Lucky. You can find me on Instagram, Matt Scorpio. Oh, Lefty Lucky _ for Twitter. Always forget. You got to say the underscore. Also, you can find us on Facebook, Don't Be Mad Podcast. You can find us on iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, Spotify. We are on all those platforms. Tune in. Where else are we?
iHeartRadio, TuneIn,
I literally just said all of
iTunes,
those.
Google Play, anything that you use like a podcatcher or anything like that. Podbean. Podbean is our host, and they also do have a lot of good episodes too. A lot of people we follow.
Shout out to them.
Go on there. Podbean is like the main thing to get us, especially make it easier to find us and to have it reliable if you don't use any of these other stuff like iTunes and Google Play. But if you do have Google Play and iTunes, do rate and comment. Tell us what you like, tell us what you don't like. Just give us a 5-star rating. We would appreciate that very much.
And I know we never made an announcement for the winner, but it's coming. We've just been very, very busy. Like, more busy than we expected to be. And I know we said we were just going to cram it like a university assignment one night. But yeah, like, we legit have been busy. So don't think we forgot. You know, consider it like it's going to be a Christmas bonus when we do it. Like, it will happen before the end of the year. We'll make sure of it.
All right, everyone. So you could get me on Twitter at JJNBA. Same
and
thing.
Tweet him all of your Fate reviews.
I've only seen bad reviews, so it's okay.
Maybe in your Reddit circles.
I don't go on Reddit.
That shit is look.
I don't go on Reddit. All anime fans go on 4chan.
The one thing I didn't like about I felt like because of the way they set it up, it should have been longer. But Face Day Night, But you got to start with Face Day 0 or Fate 0, whatever how they say it. Start with Fate 0, then do Face Day Night, and then do
It is what it is.
But Face Day Night, oh my god, I'm so good. Like I may rewatch it once we're done, just to piss him off.
Okay, Unlimited Blade Works. Go ahead.
Boom.
All right. I've seen stuff better. Okay.